agent that handles the health insurance, and now the voluntary dental, voluntary life insurance, voluntary disability, voluntary vision, am I covering it all? And what I'm going to do at this point is just introduce Steve Peppis with Delta Dental, then after that it'll be Jim Wolf with Assurant. So,
Okay,
that's it,
perfect.
Steve.
Thank you, Mike. We're excited to be able to offer you guys voluntary dental benefits. The voluntary benefits that we have, we had sent an electronic version to you all, so hopefully you can reference that as a cheat sheet. But basically, just to kind of high level go over what some of the coverages are, it's a PPO product. Okay, so Delta has two networks, a Premier and PPO network. Okay, so the plan that we are offering you all is a true PPO. So if you look at the benefit summary, they'll have 3 columns of insurance, a PPO column, a Premier column, and then a true added network column. Okay, so the PPO column is going to be the highest co-insurance, and that's going to be covered 100% for your cleanings, your diagnostic and preventative service. Okay, so you go in every 6 months for your routine cleaning, that's covered at 100%. Same if you go to a Premier doc. A Premier doc is going to be covered at 100%. You go in, you get your cleanings done, your x-rays, whatever, and those are going to be covered at 100% as well. Okay, out of network for that DNP is still covered at 100%. The only difference is we do not have a contract with that doc, with that out-of-network provider. So if they choose to charge above our allowed fee, they can bill that back to you. Okay, so for example, if you go in, the doc charges $100 for cleaning, we'll say our allowable is $90. They don't have a contract with us, we can't make them write that $10 off, they can bill that back to you. Not very significant in the diagnostic and preventative area, but once you get down to basic and major services where you're getting crowns, bridges, root canals, then that balance bill can start to add up. So again, we recommend you look for either a PPO or Premier provider. Again, the plan that we are offering is a true PPO, so you are going to see a higher co-insurance payout for PPO providers. And when I say higher co-insurance, the basic services, which are your fillings, oral surgery, endo, perio, so your root canals, periodontal work, that's going to be covered at 90%. So we take the lion's share, we pay 90% of that allowed charge, and you're left with 10%. Okay, if you see a Premier doc, which is still a Delta dentist, that co-insurance split's going to be 80% to us and 20% to you. Okay, so again, if you're going to a doc that you've seen for 10 years and you don't want to switch, and they're not a PPO doc, but they are a Premier doc, you can still go to them and have that write-off and protection against balance bill. Okay, any questions on kind of how the network looks?
Do you guys have a list of PPO and Premier?
We do, we have a list.
Did you send that over?
And well, those, we print them at the beginning of the year. Although there's not a lot of turnover, we typically recommend to go on the website.
Okay.
There's a dentist search that you can type in. You can type in if you're currently seeing somebody that you want to stay with, you can type in that doc's name and it'll pop up if they're a PPO and or Premier provider. Yes?
What percentage of the doctors are in the network?
In the metro area here, there's 93% contracted with our Premier network and about 63% with our PPO. Nationwide, there's about 85%. So for the people that are spread across, then same thing. They would just go online, same website, deltadental.com, and do a provider search. Okay. The annual max, there's an annual max and it's a per person max. So you will get $1,000 of Delta's money to use. So when I was talking about that 90-10 split, the 80-20 split, the portion that comes out of that we're paying, that Delta pays, so when you go in for a filling and we pay 90% of it, that will come out of that $1,000 bank. Okay, and that resets every year. And that's per person. So if it's you, your spouse, and a child, each person gets $1,000. Okay, there's a deductible Nothing like the medical deductible. The deductible for dental is very minimal. It's a $50 deductible, and if you will reference the benefit summary, it says 50 times 3. What that times 3 means is if you have spouse coverage or family coverage, the maximum that you'll have to satisfy that is 3 times. And that's only applicable to basic and major coverage. So if you're just going in for your routine 6-month visit, you have no out-of-pocket, as long as you're seeing a Premier or PPO provider. Okay? Dependents are covered to 26. We don't care if they're a student or not. So if you want to cover them, we'll have them on the plan. Any other questions you have about dental or what's covered, what's not covered?
I've got a question. What's the price range that I couldn't find it on the email?
Yeah, it wasn't on the benefit summary. I'll send that over to Mike, and he can forward it out.
It should be on the benefit summary that was emailed to you earlier. The price should be on
I
there.
didn't see it.
Okay. We'll send an email out with the price on it. ID cards, we will send ID cards out to the members' homes. So when you sign up, we'll send a little booklet. It's a summary plan description booklet. So it has the cheat sheet with all your coverage on there, and those ID cards will be in the back of the booklet. So if you get something in the mail from Delta Dental, instead of immediately filing it away or throwing it away, make sure you flip to the back, because there are ID cards in the back there. If you do throw it away, or if you do want additional ID cards, feel free to shout at us. On the back of the benefit summary, there's a 1-800 number, our website. You can download our mobile app, which has an ID card on there as well. If you have a kid that's in school somewhere and they need to access their benefits, you can have them download the mobile app. So, any other questions on the dental? Is the price on that one?
No, I'm not seeing a price down on it.
Okay.
When I email that, has the price.
It does, okay.
Yeah.
And I can send that to you.
That's fine, I'll follow up with it.
Well, if you have any questions or think of anything, please feel free to reach out to me. I've got toothbrushes that I brought. Sorry for everyone that's on the phone with us. Maybe we can send them out to locations. Or...
I'll leave on my address.
Yeah, perfect.
Thank you for your
Any other
comment.
questions?
Ask me a question.
You have a question on the phone?
No, we're just gonna send them some toothbrushes.
That's burning.
Okay, thank you guys.